watching it live on YouTube.
I'm sorry, what?
The last event which you conducted with Aditya, I was watching it live on YouTube.
Oh no.
And
No
and
pictures, no autographs. I'm sorry. I just
And no,
can't.
no, that was
Yeah, my,
absolutely
my
amazing.
parole
You guys
officer
really
doesn't say that's
interacting
a
well.
good idea. I'm sorry. I don't know. Something's supposed to be going on. There's fire engines and stuff going on in the background. So I apologize if you hear the noise.
no, there's no noise in the background.
Yeah, nothing as such.
Yeah, whatever
Okay,
it is, it's like a block away from me. All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
okay, yes, we are live. Hi everyone. First, as we get started, if you can confirm us that you can hear us loud and clear, you can see us absolutely fine. That would be very helpful. And then we are going to get started very, very soon. Okay. So I'll double check on my end. Okay, yes, we are live. Okay,
We are live on YouTube.
we're live on YouTube. Okay, we are live on LinkedIn. Okay, so guys, will please confirm us as I said in the chat box, and then we are going to get started very, very soon. Please make sure to quickly like and repost this event so that we can reach more and more people. Uh, and in today's event, we are going to share jobs from three different companies. So hopefully, you'll get very diverse job options. But yeah, we'll take a few minutes and allow everyone else to join, and then we'll get started. Okay. In the meantime, thank you so much, Daniel, for taking out time for this mini hiring event. Really appreciate it. I remember you mentioned that you would be attending some conference today. Is that still on?
No, no conference today.
Oh, is that conference still on or not?
Oh, you know what? You're right. I was scheduled for something for the last 3 days. It was a virtual event. I
Oh, okay.
attended for the first 20 minutes and decided this was not worth my time and just bowed
Okay.
out very gracefully and removed it from my calendar.
Okay. No worries. No worries.
You know, it's
And any other tech event that you would recommend candidates to attend,
oh,
especially in the Bay Area?
sure,
Uh,
of course. You know, I don't know if you're leading me into this or you know what I'm going to talk about. So N8N is hosting a
okay.
community meetup event going on in San Francisco on the 24th. I'll
Yeah.
post in the URL. Excuse me, I'll post in the chat the URL to get the latest and greatest updates about it. Um, Again, this is about community.
Mm-hmm.
All of these, machine learning, artificial intelligence organizations, they even in their advertising talk about, they'd be nothing if they didn't have the community that's evolved around them. They're not just talking about sales. They're talking about support and, validation about the platforms. And, you know, I think this is even going beyond, Mac or PC type of, fight. But that's what is very nice about with N8N. There are local events. They host what they refer to as we've all referred to in the days as called hackathons, but they're not really hackathons at all. And they're really, they say it's a no code platform and that, you can come with a business idea and they'll work with you for 2 days and stuff like that to give you the bare bones, minimum viable product that where you could actually see it working. And this is something that actually Aditya and I worked on together that I'm awfully excited about. Um, so
Any
yeah,
other
the
any
meetup event is on the 24th. There usually is a typical pizza, but that's what you get at these events.
yeah,
And
any
but you can get a lot of great connections. You can learn a lot. I recommend them highly.
yep, any other conference, tech conference that you plan to attend, Daniel, in the next few weeks? or the
I'm
month.
seeing
I know.
a lot of on-site stuff
Okay.
lately. The physical events are becoming, more prevalent. But if you're talking about the recruiter events that we're hosting, again, those are specifically for recruiters. So I doubt that there's anybody on this group that, but we're trying to do the same thing. We're building a relationship with recruiters that hopefully, will build the link between you as candidates and employers. We're hoping to, get a hold of that 70% of jobs that are not advertised, get through those connections, and try to share them with you through venues like this mini job fair. Go ahead.
Yep. And guys, this is not final yet, but we are actually planning to start conducting on-site job events in San Francisco and the Bay Area. So when we'll have more clarity on it in the next month or so, we are going to share it with you. But thanks to Daniel who came up with this idea during one of our meetings, and it was like, hey, we should do on-site hiring events, invite employers over there and selected candidates. Definitely not selected, but like we want to have everyone, but we want to have like relevant candidates for employers. So we are working on that. So whenever we have that carved out, we'll let you know. And those who are in San Francisco Bay Area or maybe in the nearby region, right? You can probably come and visit and attend those job fair events as well. Okay.
Okay, if
So
I can interject really quick. Sorry, I always do that to you, Aditya. But what we're also going to do, again, it's going to be a strategy to this. Okay, it's not just throwing your resume at somebody. All right, we're going to let you know who the employers are in advance. We're going to give you suggestions on how to use ChatGPT and other recruiting strategies to create a sales pitch so that you can be we're going to use systems. We're happy to show you the systems to show you what the employers see on their end and whether you're a 2 out of 5 or a 9 out of 5.
Mhm.
And oh, there's a little echo there. But it's going to be about, also sharing sales techniques, which you basically it's the same thing, but you use it to interview. You're selling yourself. So we're going to hopefully do a bit of that sharing with you as well, because this is all just fluff if there's no results, and we want to work with
Absolutely.
you on results. Go
Yes.
ahead, Aditya.
Yeah, no, I think that's absolutely right. So we'll share with you more information, guys, as we start working on it. Uh, okay, so and Daniel, I asked you about that conference and the tech events because I remember from the last year that a lot of tech on-site conferences happen in the month of August and September. And somewhere I have the list from the last year and the year before that. So guys, I'll compile that list again. We'll share it with all of you. For job search, I think we need to be a little bit creative, attending events, networking people over there. So I'll share that with that entire list with you, where you can expect probably 10, 20,000 people, and you can network with a lot and a lot companies directly over there. Okay.
Aditya, why
So
don't you ask them to join the Discord channel and you can share it there, right?
yes, because on our Discord channel, guys, we keep sharing such amazing information. Let me share the Discord channel link in the chat box with everyone.
Well, you
Uh,
also do a great job of sharing on LinkedIn. So that's where I
thank you.
usually connect with you. And if I always love to share. If I get pass free codes for free tickets or pass codes or something like that, I love to share. Just, work with us so that they see where these come from. So then again, we can maybe milk these to get other free passes and stuff like that for folks, especially if you're
Mhm.
local. I've had many a times with a waiting list. And the reason why I got comp tickets to get into a full conference, 4-day lunch, was because I was local. So, and they wanted
Mhm.
people in seats. And it was a
Uh,
great learning experience for me. So,
one more,
definitely happy to share that information. Go ahead.
one more advice that I can, or like strategy that I can share with everyone that I use to get a free ticket of these conferences. Usually the ticket price is about $2,000 or so. If almost every single conference has a spot for volunteers, so you can simply search like the conference name and become a volunteer. where you can sign up as a volunteer, contribute, say 2 to 3 hours in the entire 3 days, and you get a $2,000 uh, and conference pass absolutely free of cost. And I've done that many, many times. So,
Great suggestion. Over
yeah.
there, over there,
Over there, exactly. That's what we
over
do.
there,
Over there.
over there.
Daniel has
Give me
done
my ticket.
that. And Daniel has done that. No, but guys, that it is. I mean, I cannot imagine like when I was a student, right, searching for a job or like even working and searching for a job to pay for $2,000 conference pass. But volunteer ticket will get you everywhere. Okay, so I'll compile a list of upcoming events along with the link where you can sign up as a volunteer. Okay, and I'll start posting them in our Discord channel. So I've shared the Discord channel link. I'll also put it on the screen for everyone. Give me 1 second. Added, join Discord
This
community.
is very valuable. That list and the opportunity to connect on these events and stuff like that, being in the
Yep.
know about events and who's speaking at them and stuff like that. Really, this is very valuable.
So, okay, cool. So I hope all of you join the Discord community and we'll share that information over there. Okay, guys, so let's get started. Why don't you quickly share your current location? So I'm based out of San Francisco Bay Area, Sunnyvale to be exact. Daniel, you're in San Francisco City?
Right in Union Square. So if you hear a cable car or a fire engine, you'll know why.
Okay. Okay, so I've entered my location in the chat box. Amit, sir, where are you located?
So I am located in Toronto right now.
Okay. Guys, if you can let us know your current location in the chat box, that would be great. And we can kickstart this event. So, in today's event, we are going to talk about some of the job positions that recruiters, hiring managers are hiring currently in our network. And we conduct this. We started conducting these events a few months ago, and a lot of people found them really, really helpful. That's why I requested Daniel to come share the job positions he's hiring for. After Daniel, I'll share positions from a few other company, one company from Chicago, another company from Jacksonville, Florida, but they are hiring for multiple locations across US. So I'll share all those job locations. During this event, so Daniel will be with us for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes. Feel free to ask any questions you may have. Put your questions in the chat box, and for rest of the companies, we'll cover after that. So let's get started with Daniel. First, so Daniel, why don't we get started with a quick introduction of yourself and then what job positions you're hiring for? A quick overview on that would be very, very helpful.
Okay. All right. So my name is Daniel Parrillo. I have been doing technical recruiting for 20 plus years. I just stopped counting at 20 plus. I've hosted meetup events for both software engineers, data technical people, as well as recruiters in San Francisco and the surrounding area for years until COVID hit, and that kind of put a dent in those things. We're now starting up doing those things again, but it's all part of our strategy. Again, I'm a founding member at Cardinal Talent AI. I'm trying to post this in the chat, and the formatting is. Oh no, actually the formatting looks okay. All right, so the job listing that I have right now, we'll talk about them, but it's in the chat. So Cardinal Talent AI again is a AI platform for hiring, staffing, things like that. We're going to talk a little bit about how this fits in with Cardinal Talent in a bit, but we basically fund our process, our employees, and what we put into the platform being a traditional recruiting firm. Um, Again, because the industry is changing dramatically and the role of a recruiter is changing dramatically, if not becoming extinct. We're working on things that necessarily I used to specialize in startups, and now, as you can see, I'm doing government contract projects, which require top secret security clearances. So you see these positions like, software engineer, network operation developer, anything that has this active TSSCI with full scope poly. If you don't know what it is, don't apply. Okay, this is an active top secret security clearance. It requires U.S. citizenship. It requires a very extensive, background and investigation, as well as a polygraph test. Literally getting tapped up to a polygraph test and going through either a lifestyle or this is what's called the full scope. They interview your neighbors and your employer. It's. So if you don't have this this security clearance, don't submit your resume. So again, I'm looking for a technical writer. These are all for a project that's going on in Maryland, but we have similar positions available in, let's see, I believe it's in North Carolina, Alabama. We have various different positions wherever there's a major military type of fort, or excuse me, base, stuff like that. Now, I also have a couple positions that are available in New York City with a typical with a Wall Street fintech company. Okay, extremely selective and a very lengthy interviewing process. Uh, uh, if you're looking for a job tomorrow, this is not the company for you. The interviewing process takes at least 2 months or more. And once we submit your resume and they get done doing, you do the application and do what you need to do and follow their instructions, it'll take 2 weeks for us to hear anything in regards to scheduling even the first round interview or whether they're interested. So that now another thing that I'm working on with Aditya, so you guys are getting the inside scoop, is that we're going to start looking for, and again, this is one of those things where we probably need to create a job description, but we'll look to ChatGPT to help us with that. What we're looking for are for AI generalists and AI consultants. Okay. People who can be able, everything from doing implementation, but also doing listening to the customer, able to write a scope of work, a proposal, an RFP, RFQ, whatever it might be. We're going to probably start off with small business owners and going all the way up to large enterprises. It's the opportunity to sell training. Again, I would say it's more of like a solutions type of a position. There's definitely a sales aspect to it, but you have to be able to know the technology. You have to be educated and at least have the fundamentals. If you're following Aditya's, feeds and stuff like that on LinkedIn and you have a really good idea of what he's talking about, that's a great foundation, at least for a sales role. Okay. Again, there's going to be, these could be business analysts that transition. These could be software engineers. They'd probably be more we're looking for either Python or JavaScript. We're definitely looking for somebody who has platform experience. So whether it's N8N or it's, Lambda, I believe is the other ones. And, there's a UI Path, I think was the other one that I saw. And I'm still looking at other ones today. I get hit up by, there's something like 425 different things. There you go. AI engineer, AI consultant,
Yeah,
right?
and I think I'm glad, Daniel, that you mentioned about
Let me
this
just
role.
interrupt one more thing and I'll give it all
Yeah,
to you.
yeah. No,
Not
go
only are
ahead.
we looking for these people who have a business sense for AI engineering and AI consulting, but we're also looking who are using these tools themselves. So for myself as a recruiter, okay, not only am I recruiting for engineers, hardcore Python engineers, people for back end for and machine learning and artificial platforms and things like that, but we're looking for workflow analysts. We're looking for that type of thing. So I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
mean, I thought I didn't know what you were doing there for a second. Anyway,
Sorry.
so it's all good, but that's what we're looking for. Okay, we don't have again. We are looking down the road. We're like I said, I don't even have a job description created yet. We're working on it. We have people, clients knocking on the door, but we're not even close to set up to opening that door yet. But what we are going to do is we're going to get prepared for the storm that we see coming. All right, go ahead, Aditya. I'm muting it and I'm shutting up.
You can send it. But that's a great information. And guys, actually, this role slipped out of my mind because we didn't have like a JD written on it. So thank you, Daniel, for mentioning it. And guys, I want to clarify, like add on top of what Daniel mentioned, that for this role, people coming from business analyst, data analyst, data scientist background, they're a great fit for this role. Because you already have this background, you can add AI skills on top of it. And when we say AI skills, we are talking about agentic AI skills, right? In technical terms, you need to know LangChain, LangGraph, N8N platform, how to build AI agents using no code. If you have background in Python or JavaScript, you will be able to build AI agents using code as well. So that takes you to the to even the next level, because then you will be able to create AI agents for any custom requirements, right? But the way we are going to look at it is, okay, do you have basic data skills? On top of it, do you have skills to build AI agents using no code? And then do you have skills to build AI agents using Python or JavaScript code? Okay. On top of these technical skills, as Daniel mentioned, there is a huge requirement to have the business sense as well, so that you can gather requirements from client. You can handle deliverable meetings. Again, it's not super tough skills to acquire, but if you can work on this a little bit. And Daniel and I have already bumped into a bunch of people who are like, hey, can you provide us the AI engineers, or can you do this for us? Right? Definitely we don't have bandwidth, so we can't do this. And that's where we're like, okay, we can create a pool of such people, and whenever we come across such demand, and we already have that demand with us from few businesses, and we can provide candidates to those companies. And guys, as Daniel said, we are preparing for the storm, right? That's where the demand is. If you see yourself in a situation that, oh, how to land a job, this is the skill to acquire, right? So, okay, I hope you've got the idea. Also, again, on the in the Discord channel, I'll write about AI engineer and the AI consultant position, what path you can take to upskill yourself. Stay in touch with us. We are planning to start creating a database very soon of all the candidates who have these skills. We'll vet also from our end. We have not decided how we are going to vet, but we're working on that technical vetting procedure as well. Okay. Okay, Daniel, for positions that you shared, what is what's the interview process look like? How many technical interview rounds are there? How many behavioral interview rounds are there?
Okay. So for the government projects, what they always do is they'll look at the resume, certain things like that network operations developer lead position. That actually, as long as you go through their process, validating the security clearance and, what they need to do. I think there's like one interview with the hiring manager and you basically start work. Some healthcare jobs are like that, but some of these military jobs are the same way. So it depends like the level of, for the software engineer positions, there's definitely going to be a technical assessment, those type of things. But and for like the technical writer, they're going to be reviewing examples and stuff like that. But if you have the security clearance, I could bet you they'd have that person start tomorrow. Now, with the fintech company that I have based in New York, again, a lengthy interviewing process. So the interviewing process goes, I submit the resume with a candidate write-up, certain required information that they require, and I have to validate that I have confirmed with the candidate, shared this information with them and validated their submission. The next day, we will get, the login, password, and details. They may have certain questions. They also have an AI bot that will evaluate, especially software engineers, for other positions like quantitative analysis or machine learning or generative AI, etc. And then it will also have certain questions about your employment history and or your education. So I highlight these things, send the resume, that email note over to the candidate, and again, we try to get that application. If there's multiple positions, because this organization has multiple divisions, including a venture capital type of incubator type of a thing. So for each of those different divisions, each group, a different application has to be completed. So again, because it's a major Wall Street fintech company, they have a process, and one of their processes: can you follow instructions? Can you, it's the email note. I even highlight the stuff. I even mentioned in the email note there are 3 positions you're being considered for, 3 applications you need to complete. They have some questions about your education and your employment history highlighted. And I even asked, please, when you get done doing this, email me. They'll send me a confirmation and we'll know you've done everything that you've done. And again, sometimes people who have very impressive LinkedIn profiles and resumes and stuff like that cannot complete some of this process the way that this client requires. And things just end up getting stalled. And when those things happen, they notice those things. So let's talk about the application. So the application happens, and we wait 2 weeks, if not more, to hear anything about scheduling a first round interview. If they do want to do a first round interview, this organization has a video prepared, 11-page, book for preparation, and I submit information to the candidates. Similarly, we talked about using ChatGPT and I'm creating a sales pitch and stuff. But this client, and this information's on their public website, but they have a process, and somebody who is detailed oriented, quantitative, talks with numbers, tangible type of numbers. So it's a long list, and the reason is because, again, this is a career oriented company. They do not look for job hoppers. They do not look for people who can't commit. They don't look for, and they look at the profile. And again, we're using machine learning, artificial intelligence to analyze this stuff. It's more than just tenure. It's like how many, the projects you list, and, were they successful? They'll go and look at the app. If it's open source code, we can use the machine learning to go look at the open source code. So, that's the kind of stuff
Yep.
this organization, let's see if I can give you an idea here. I can list this in the email. Give me a second. So
Mhm.
this is an analysis of where somebody's resume fell short and why the person was declined. And again, this is from the machine learning tools and stuff like that we're using nowadays in HR. Let me just validate here. I'm not giving away anything. Give me a second. Okay. Alteration of the candidate's material direction. Oh, that's just. Oh, I've pasted the wrong thing. Those are our rules and regulations. But the analysis of the stuff here, I'll give you an idea.
Guys, everyone, you're getting this insider information directly coming from the recruiter. So I hope that will help you prepare in the right direction.
Hey, give me a second. I want to make sure. Okay, here we go. All right, that's about the interviewing process. I'm sorry. I should have been more prepared for this. I apologize.
No
I
worries.
didn't
Thank you.
expect to
Thank you,
share this. I
Thomas.
really didn't. All right, so I can't post the whole entire things in the chat. All right, so I'm going to post at least the first few at the beginning. Okay. So, okay. Upholding high standards. They want to understand the practices you follow to ensure you treat colleagues and peers in a respect and professional manner, and how to handle ethical decisions. Rigorous analytics. So this is actually, the group is eager to learn from your experience, specifically how you would approach situations differently in retrospect. How would you have implemented outcomes, and what questions would you tackle next? They are interested in thinking about the guide your approach. So this is actually coming from a tool that we use that compares the resumes to the job description, and actually interview feedback. Okay. So this person did an interview and were declined. And again, we're getting some of the, feedback and stuff like that from the bots. They're not necessarily from the hiring manager and stuff like that. The feedback's actually coming from this. Again, it's the recording from the interview, Otter. So we add up the file in Otter. We had the resume, the LinkedIn profile, any type of technical analysis or hacker rank feedback, bot, LLM, interview that may have happened, and any kind of report that we can get to that stuff. We put it into the system then, and this generates pretty lengthy feedback. And most of it, a lot of it comes from the actual interview itself, the video interview. Um, Level of attention, ability to follow directions, again, the ability to answer the question and not, go off on a tangent. All those things are in the reports we're getting. And you can see that it starts collecting and make decisions from everything from the when you submit the resume. So that analysis is more than, it's just like the same thing with a prompt. It goes through different iterations and stuff like that. Your candidacy goes through different iterations, different, processes and stuff like that. And often this feedback and stuff like that is not just simply the feedback from you, it's actually comparing the feedback to other candidates that are in the interviewing process. So you'll often see in this feedback, comparatively, this person did okay in regards to communication and ability to articulate whatever, but there's like a half a point. This other person did a little better. So that's the technology, the stuff we're dealing with. That's the stuff we're looking at, and those are the candidates that are getting to the finish line.
Okay. That is super helpful, Daniel. Thank you so much for sharing the position, sharing the overview on your hiring process. Thank you so much again, Daniel, for taking your time with a very short notice and sending the calendar invite at the very last minute. I forgot that, so I apologize. But yeah, we'll collect applications and we'll send it to your way. We'll share the job positions in our Discord channel and through our email notification as well. And based on the criteria that you mentioned, we'll be sending like only the relevant candidates to your way. Okay.
I was just going to say, if anybody does plan on attending the N8N meetup event on the 24th, please come up and introduce yourself. I'd love to chat and see what we can talk about. Hopefully, Aditya will be there with me, and you'll get the opportunity to meet him in person. So,
Yeah, I'll try my
limited
best.
time offer. Limited time offer. Go
Absolutely.
ahead.
No, I was just saying I'm certainly going to make it this time.
Excellent. So,
Yep. We'll
thank
see
you,
you then.
everyone.
Yep.
Have a
Thanks,
great
Daniel.
day.
You
Hi,
too.
Daniel.
Bye. Okay. So that was Cardinal Talent. Daniel, I mean, we work with him a lot of times to uh, for multiple positions. Uh, guys, if you have any questions, please post that in the chat box. I'll also share a few more positions that we have currently with some of the other hiring managers we're working with. And if we can find a great talent for them, that would be amazing. Uh, in Discord channel, if you have not joined the Discord channel yet, guys, let me add the link again in the chat box for everyone. Please make sure to join the Discord channel. We are going to post all the jobs over there. We'll collect all the applications there. So make sure to join it. And let me share the link again for everyone. Give me 1 second. And how many of you are in the Bay Area? I think I saw like a few people. There's somebody in Sunnyvale as well. Okay. And here I have the link. Sharing it again.
Some of the people were asking Aditya when we are going to start our next cohort for the Career Boost one.
Career Boost program. Okay, yeah, I think we did not start with the introduction today, so it's a good reminder. Let me give a quick introduction of guys our Career Boost program. A lot of you people, if you are here for the first time, you may not be aware of it, but let me give you a quick overview. I'll share my screen, okay, for a quick introduction, and that will answer question for most of the candidates here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Are you able to see the PowerPoint deck on my screen? Coming up now? Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, everyone, those who have questions about like High Counselor next cohort, let me give you a quick introduction of myself as well as Amit. So, Amit, sir, would you like to go with your introduction first, and then I'll go next
Yeah,
because
sure.
we've never started with the introduction today.
Yeah, hi. So my name is Dr. Amit. I did my masters into marketing and human resources. After that, I did my PhD program into marketing research and data analytics. So I have a long career of almost like 15, 60 years now. I've been into industry. I've been into academics. From last 3 years, me and Aditya are working together. Almost like 4 years now. So me and Aditya are working together. We have helped so many candidates landing job. Currently, I look into HR behavioral interviews. I work on candidates' resume, LinkedIn profile. So I do a lot of stuff very closely. Work with candidates so that uh, we can make sure that they cross the line and get a full time role.
Mhm. A little bit about my background, guys. So those who are meeting me for the first time, did my engineering back in 2012. Did my master's from Duke University. Started my career at PwC in Chicago uh, as a tech consultant in the data science division, and then moved to Deloitte Consulting. Worked there for about 4 years. And after working with Deloitte, I moved. I left my job in 2020 to start this company, High Counselor. And our objective was to help people prepare better for interviews and help them land a job faster. Uh, and this journey basically started with just three candidates back in 2020. And until now, we have helped 600 plus candidates in the US land a job in software engineering, data science, and product management role. And during this journey, we also got backed by a bunch of VCs and angel investors who supported our journey. And we raised like about $2 million in our pre seed round. Now, why did we start High Counselor? For three major reasons. When I saw a lot of, during my time at Deloitte, I was also part of the recruitment team, and I found that a lot of people who were interviewing for Deloitte and other companies, they lack proper guidance and mentorship. So they were not utilizing their time in the right manner. People think that they just need interview calls and they will crack a job. That is certainly not the reality, guys. You certainly need interview calls, but cracking an interview is even tougher. I've seen people getting failed in HR, behavioral, and technical interview, and forget about entry level candidates, even experienced candidates. They fail a lot. Okay,
I
so
have
preparing.
with
Mhm.
one candidate. I have did more than 8 sessions
That's
on HR behavioral. And he has a good amount of experience, more than 5 years of experience,
yep.
right? And he is getting rejected like frequently in the final round, right? So,
Yep.
so all these stuff definitely help. We need to assess like each and everything.
Yep. So, and the third reason is most people rely just on job applications, referral, networking that also contribute big to the job search process. So that's where we created iCounselor, a 360-degree ecosystem where we help people with everything related to job search, whether it's for interview preparation, like you need one-on-one mentor support to prepare for interview, for your HR, behavioral, technical interviews. We work very closely with you to fix your resume and LinkedIn. And then finally, we also help you get interview calls. How do we help you get interview calls? We have our internal team and tools. So we search and apply to jobs on your behalf so that you don't spend a lot of time in searching and manually applying to job. That's a very time consuming and a frustrating process. We strongly believe in networking, right? Connecting with people, getting on a call, and then earning a referral from it. And third is directly providing exposure to the employer. So we work with multiple companies across US. We have our internal community of 350 plus working professionals. So whenever they have a relevant position, we put your resume in front of them so that you can get the interview call. So it's a mix of everything. Okay.
Yes.
One thing that I want to clarify where people get confused a lot that we are not a staffing agency. We never hire anyone on our payroll. We never put anyone on contract roles. We work with you so that you can get a job with the final employer. Currently, we are operating only in three domains: software engineering, data science, and product management, right? So, any role in software like front end, back end, full stack, any role in data like data analyst, data scientist, AI ML, these days, AI consultant as well, and then product manager. Um, the pricing of our program is total $15,000, but we understand that a job seeker cannot pay $15,000 upfront, and that's where we have divided this cost into two different two sections. One is where you pay $2,500 to before the enrollment to enroll into our program. And this $2,500, you can pay this in monthly installment of $97 as well, right? So you pay an enrollment fee of $2,500 that can be paid in monthly installments, and the majority of fees, 12,500, you pay once you land a job in monthly installment. So you land a job, you work at least for a month at a company, and then you start paying your fees.
Aditya, you are not audible. You went on a mute. Aditya, can you hear me? Uh, guys, can you let us know that whether you are able to listen to Aditya? I can't hear him. Aditya, I guess you are not audible. Aditya, I guess you are not audible.